Good morning and welcome. I'm Karen, this is Veronica's Dreams Coaching and Tarot. Today is Thursday. Hope you all are doing fantastic. Today I'm going to use the Witch's Tarot. I'm going to use the Gilded Tarot for clarifying. So this is our daily reading, taking a look at current situation and the influences around that. So let's take a moment and then we'll get started here. A couple more shuffles. What do we need to know today? Present influence. Six of Pentacles. Well, that's current situation. Present influence. Strength. Future influence. Five of Cups. What you need to look for. Temperance. Unexpected. Six of Cups. Challenge. Four of Wands. Strength. Ooh, that was upside down. Eight of Pentacles. I'm not. No. Where does this lead? Two of Swords. Fool. I'll leave it right there. Well, Queen of Cups. Oh, bottom of the deck is Queen of Wands. I'm going to pull an advice. What is our advice, please? Two of Pentacles. Okay. Queen of Wands is at the bottom of the deck. I feel like this can be an energy of I see the Five of Cups there in the future, and I see this Queen because she is so, passionate about what she does. It's really easy for that type of personality to get disappointed. So it kind of makes sense to me. This may be something that you're just like really excited about. And I feel like there may be that energy, like you've just kind of got this, you know, excited energy today, and you're really like, okay, let's get going. The Six of Pentacles is in the current situation. So this is a situation where like I feel like it's more like you're ready to give. I feel like that's what it is. I'm not feeling the give and take. I feel like you're ready to give to something. Um, and that's where you're at right now because I feel like this excitement has got you at that point. The strength is what's influencing that. And I feel like you're just going, yeah, it's the confidence in the strength card, not necessarily being strong. It's the strength has a lot of confidence to be able to be that strong in any situation. So I do feel like that's kind of what we're dealing with here is, being in a point where, yeah, you know what, I can give, I can do this. This is good. I can do this. And I feel like it's exciting too, like you're excited about it. Um, Tell me about the Six of Pentacles, please. Queen of Wands, Three of Pentacles, Fool. Yeah, there's something here where you're ready to take that leap, and we got the Fool over there. But yeah, you're excited, and it has something to do with working with people. So there maybe is a new project coming in, or new people around you, or even not necessarily new people, but a new situation where you're going, yep, I'm going all in. Now, the Fool isn't always something new, but it is about going all in, and just go, I'm doing it. I'm going to do it. It's usually the start of something, but it's not necessarily new. So, in other words, it could be, I know that sounds weird, but like, okay, I'm going to dive into this work situation, even though the work situation's been around. It's not that the work situation's new, it's your attitude towards it, how you're going to move forward. And you're just going, okay, I'm going all in. But there is something here where you're kind of like a cheerleader about it too. You're excited. It feels good. Yeah, you're ready. You're ready to give. You're ready. The strength card, I'll clarify this. I think this is just the courage, like your confidence is building here. There's something that's building your confidence, making you feel better. And this gives you the ability to do this. Whoop. Tell me about the strength card, please. Yeah, Four of Swords, Moon. Yeah, Knight of Wands. Again, that Knight of Wands is more that energy. Yeah, I'm done healing. I'm healed. Yeah, I think I'm more clear now, the moon. And yep, I'm going to go for it. This is kind of like, it's not necessarily a full energy, but in a sense it is because it's forward movement and the wand courts don't always think things through before they jump. They just are excited and they do what they want to do. So it's kind of that same energy. And I think it's just you have that courage because I feel like, okay, I've healed. I understand. I need to do this. I need to move forward. I need to go. The Five of Cups is sitting in your future influence. Now, this is about disappointment. Again, like, how much expectations did you have? And is this a disappointment that you should be disappointed about? But, you know, disappointment about one thing may not be disappointment about all things, right? So, what is this Five of Cups, please? I feel like with the Fool there and the Queen of Cups, things are going to turn out away, but you do have a decision to make. Five of Cups, World, Moon, World, Sun, Three of Swords. Yeah. Wow. So I do feel like, yeah, World, Sun, like, okay, coming to the end of something that's been very joyful has kind of hurt you a little bit. There, I feel like this is a separation, not necessarily an ending. There's something here about reaching a pivotal moment. I think there's something going on here where you can see the joy in the situation, but it might take you away from something else that's really important to you. So there may be something that comes in where you have to go, okay, well, I got this, but now I got to get rid of this. So I'm losing this over here, but I'm gaining this. Yeah, can I do this? Do I want to do this? What to look for is the temperance. And I think this is going to be important because if you're disappointed, you just want to kind of keep it chill for a bit. Sometimes when we get disappointed, we're not seeing everything yet. Like our immediate reaction is the disappointment. What am I losing here? What am I missing? What do I not have? Where you're at the point where you're at the most emotionally vulnerable piece. Tell me about this temperance. Seven of Wands, Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, I think it's okay. Nine of Wands. Yeah, stay cool because yes, you do need to stand up for yourself and you will because, but I think the most important thing with this temperance is understand what you've already overcome, what you've already done. Yeah, even though it seems hard, that you don't need to get over worried, over emotional. I feel like there's something here. The warning is there's something that might you know, make you feel like, oh, I gotta, um, this isn't quite working and I want more and I want this. And it's like, no, the things are going to work out. They're going to work out. You got the Nine of Wands there. I feel like things are definitely working out. And the Nine of Pentacles. It's just take it easy here. Like there's something on en route. So don't get over worried or over emotional one way or another. We've got the Six of Cups in your unexpected, which there's this can be a gift, just a gift from the universe in general. Um, so it feels like there's going to be something good coming in. It may remind you of something from the past, but the most important thing I think with that card is it's a gift. Tell me more about this Six of Cups, please. Tell me more. Tell me more. Magician, Wheel, and Six of Pentacles. So you're going to be going back to that. So it's going to feel good again. But I feel like with this, the Magician is, I feel like there is a feeling like of overcoming something or understanding something better. The Wheel is that time moving forward. And the Six of Pentacles is back to your energy of being able to give back. There is a disappointment, but you pass that quickly. Um, so it's just a blip in the radar, so to speak, and it goes away. Um, but I do feel like that this Six of Cups is good energy because the sixes are good in general, and you've got the Wheel, which is new time. The Magician is the number one. I know it's not the first card, but it's the number one card, in the major. So there's a really good, strong feeling here. Yes, it has something to do with the past, could be, but more importantly, it's a gift. And I feel like there's like this strength going on with you right now, like this, and it surprises you in a sense because I think the disappointment part, you think, oh, and then all of a sudden it's not true, right? Like it, oh, I'm okay. Everything's good. Everything is absolutely good. Um, your challenge is the Four of Wands, which I feel like there may be some kind of celebration that might be a challenge for you to get to. Um, like let's say there's some kind of barbecue party. Maybe it's even, but the reason why it's a challenge is because I think that this is about sharing and you want to share, but you can't because there's something here about you not being able to get to this thing. I don't know. That's what I'm getting. It may not be that way for everybody. Tell me about the Four of Wands. Two of Pentacles, Judgment, and Tower. Yeah, I think the challenge is that honestly, I think you're worried about celebrating a situation, not that you can't get there. I say that because the Two of Pentacles is the balance, something actually coming back where you can have sight on it. The Judgment is this renewal feeling, but I feel like what the Tower is, especially in this position of challenge, you're afraid that it's all going to come crashing down. Like you're afraid that things aren't going to work out. And you're like, okay, am I ready for this? Because it could change in a heartbeat. So I think that's what the fear is here. That's what the challenge to overcome. You need to overcome that. The Eight of Pentacles in your strength is about, Eight of Pentacles is about working hard, putting in the energy, putting in the work, mastering a skill. I feel like you're pretty focused. And that's why you have that as a strength. And to remember that you can get this done. You have the ability to learn everything you need to learn, or at least figure it out, or at least be persistent in reaching your goals. Tell me about this Eight of Pentacles. Sun, Hermit, Three of Swords. Yeah, you're going to go, okay, look, I can be happy or I can be sad. That's up to me. And now I've got to look for the happiness, not the sadness. And I feel like with that Hermit in between the Sun and the Three of Swords, you understand that part of this is your choice. And that's up to you to figure that out with the Hermit. I can either be disappointed or sad, or I can be happy and joyful. So there is a situation where you are going to have to look at it, and examine it, because is it a good thing or is it a bad thing? And that's up to you to figure out. Something that you may think makes you happy really doesn't. Or the other hand, is this, really worth it? Again, it kind of is looking at that fear. And I think what this is telling you is that you can overcome that fear. So the fear of the change, the fear of things coming down, of being afraid to celebrate something because you're afraid it's going to fall apart. You will discern it with this Eight of Pentacles. That's what this strength is. You'll be able to discern whether it's good for you or not. That's what these cards are saying, though. The Sun and the Three of Swords, and then you've got the Hermit smack there in the middle. Yeah, you'll be fine. It's up to you. You can focus on either side, and that's where the Two of Swords comes in, because now it's up to you to make a decision. You can either back down or you can go for it. And as soon as you pull in that strength of understanding that you will be able to discern things, then you can make that decision. Tell me more about this Two of, I don't need to clarify that. I think that's exactly what that is. I'm going to move forward to the Fool, though. I'll clarify the Fool because this is something you're going to jump into. And I feel like it comes from that strength. Once you realize that you will be able to see and recognize anything negative, or, everything, whether it comes crashing down or not, like, I'm going to do this. Why not? I'm getting this attitude with this Fool. What is this Fool? Anything more about the Fool that we need to know? I mean, I like it. Like, sometimes you got to just do it, because if we overthink it, then it may, things may never happen. And again, when you're into a swords, that's overthinking. Until you put down one of those swords, you're kind of stuck. Tell me more about the Fool, please. 10 of Wands, 6 of Cups, the Moon. Yeah, you know what? That's been hard, 10 of Wands. And there is something about the past here again with the 6 of Cups, and I think it has to do with that unexpected energy. But you know what? I may not be completely clear, but I need to move forward, because it's been hard enough. And it's like, okay, I may never get 100% clarity here. So why keep it in? And then it leads to the Queen of Cups, which I really like, because that's really, about feeling fulfilled. Whatever the situation is, you will feel fulfilled. So whether this is work or love or just a project or just your day to day things that you need to work through, I feel like once you trust yourself, then you will feel more fulfilled, regardless of how it turns out. I mean, that's part of it, right? So what is the Queen of Cups here? 2 of Pentacles, Tower, the Death. See, this change leads to a transformation. So even if things, do come crashing down, it's still making the situation better with the Death card. There is something too about this energy of being able to put everything into perspective with the 2 of Pentacles, balancing everything. It's about balance, but I feel like it's more about putting everything into perspective. And yeah, this change, I feel like, comes from that Fool. I'm going to take that leap. And then you get the change, which I think the change is from within you. You transform, you become more clear on what you want to do moving forward, or just feeling better, like just feeling good about yourself or the situation, whatever that is. It just feels right. It feels good. It's interesting to me because you do have the 2 of Pentacles in the advice, and I do feel like this advice is saying, keep everything balanced. There'll be times where you need to solely focus on one thing or another thing, but know that putting everything into perspective, balancing out all the life areas will really, help you, lead you to, a, just a, easier on a day to day. Don't put all your focus into one thing. Don't over focus on one life area. Go, okay, I'm gonna look at all of the things and put them all into balance. And I feel like that's where that comes from. So there you have your reading for today. I hope you liked it. Please hit that thumbs up button. It does help. Take care. Have a beautiful day.